Uh, Hope everybody's blessed and this beautiful Wednesday. My high salute to everybody out there. Um, there was a question that was asked to me from somebody from Aurora, and I think they just went out there, bro. But and they met some fools that was pushing pretty much a movement and different things, you know. And they asked me in my comment section, are A-Tray gangsters, 83rd Crips, A-Tray gangster Crip, is it an Eastside thing out here in Denver? And they were real curious about that because back in California, you know, A-Tray gangsters are big from the Westside. They're a Westside Crip hood, one of the larger Crip hoods in California. You know, they push the gangster car moving, and they're probably one of the powerhouses when it comes to Crippin', definitely in California. Their enemigos is all the neighborhoods, neighborhood car, all the 60s, all the Rollins. So to answer this question, when it comes to Denver, like I always say, when it comes to Denver, Crippin', Eastside, there's not going to be really no California politics in the East Side. So to answer the question completely, nah, A-Tray gangsters, they're not from the East Side out here. I think people might be under the, said, let them know if you want that hat. Hey, let me get it, Rada. You know, I do the hat collection. I got the hats. I definitely embrace that hat, bro. My high salute to that. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna send you a DM, bro, before we can chop it up, and then if you want, man, send it over, man. Thank you, homie. Appreciate that shit. So I think what it do, Big Hog, was cracking with you, Rada. My high salute. So I think people, they heard about this thing called when the East meets West. And that was A-Tray Gangsta Crips and East Side Riders. They combined their car together and they started moving together in prison. I remember when actually it went down, East Side Rider Gangsta Crips and a couple of the A-Tray Gangsta Crips, they had relations on the yard, and them fools were very close, and they started pushing, you know what I'm saying, that. But that's not the whole East Side, you know. A lot of times, if you know the history about Crippin' out here, A-Tray gangsters in the East Side a long time ago didn't really get along. They didn't really get along too well. And a lot of East Side, old school East Side fools, they were not gonna embrace California politics. Now, there was some notable and reputable A-Tray gangsters that lived in the East Side, but there's not a branch in the East Side. There's not a unit of A-Tray East Siders. They're all from the W. They're all from the West Side. In 2000, this is probably newer too. In 2000, probably like in 2008 or 9, bro. That's when that took place. Is when the A-Tray gangsters and the East Side Riders, and it was only a couple members at the time. They linked their rag together and they created the shit called When East Meets West. And they started actually pushing that movement right in together. Now, in saying that, to be 100, they were a dominating force on that prison yard. Really, when they put that shit together and they started pushing together, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. There was not really anybody really seeing that movement when they started pushing that shit together. Them fools was, I gotta give it to them, bro. They got hella active, and them fools were pushing the line to the point when you got a bunch of alphas in a car, they make it hard for a lot of individuals on that yard, and they were pushing the line 100%. Like, you know, to the point, I'm going to be real, if you showed any weakness when them fools started pushing that, and you were saying you were a keyway, and you showed any weakness on that yard, bro, they were eliminating all weaknesses, taking fools off the yard. I could remember a couple different times when, everybody was pushing that aspect in that unit, and then everybody started moving with them fools and started pushing that line. And I'm telling like this is to be 100. You don't see the neighborhood car really mess with the gangster car at all. Those are two different powerhouses when it comes to Crip. You don't see the gangster car mess with the rolling car at all, the neighborhood car at all. And even some of the rolling 60s and even some of the neighborhoods, bro, they had ties with some of the gangsters on that yard. And when the Crips all formed that shit and they pushed that shit to a T within politics, they made it hard for a lot of fools on them yards. It didn't matter what car you were either, bro. They had enough power and enough numbers to back them up, and they were pushing them lines. But technically, in the past, there's never been history of 8 Trays, a car from the East Side. They're all Westside Crips. And like I said, the East Side Crips from back in the day, they were not trying to be friends and acknowledge anything from the West Side. Really. A lot of history between the East Side of Denver, East Side Denver Crips, and a lot of history between a lot of the Cali Crips. And a lot of the Cali Crips, they were in Aurora, bro. That was like their stomping ground was Aurora, Colorado. That's where the Cali Crips all set up shop. East Side kept it all East Side. East Side kept it original East Side. And they were not jumping on any of them politics or any of them ways. So there was a lot of history, a lot of warfare between the East Side of Denver and Cali Crips. And usually, to be honest, there was a history between East Side and all Crips. Because, like I said, they were not going to fall in line to anybody's cars. Original East Side Denver fools was like, nah, this is straight East Side. We're not falling in line. So to answer the question, nah, A-Trays are not East Side out here. A-Trays are still under that line of West Side. And they push the politics of the West Side. And, they still have their beefs with, 60s, and they have their beef with all the neighborhood car in Aurora. That's where you're going to catch a lot more, neighborhood car out there in Aurora. You're not going to catch that in the Denver Metro. I'm doing good, brother. Trying to stay strong from the family. They need me. Appreciate you, Rock. Hey, man, get better. You know what I'm saying? Get stronger. Mall high salute to you. Mall high salute to the chat. What's good with y'all, man? What's up, Rocky? What's up, Gerald? I could remember this, bro. I could remember this when they first installed that on the yard in Van County. I remember thinking to myself, I said, how's this gonna work? Because it's two different politics, but they had the dominant force to put it together, and that's what they did. So I don't know. I'm not for sure 100% either if, the Trey, I don't think the Trays and all them fools got in on that. I don't think other East Side fools actually got in on that. It was a couple of A-Tray gangsters and it was a couple of East Side Rider gangster Crips that put that and installed that. What up, Manuel? Mall high salute. But it gets real tricky, bro. It gets real tricky when it comes to, a lot of the Crips in Denver, because these Crips will not mess with these fools. These Crips are not going to mess with these fools. And there's a lot of separation between a lot of the cars when it comes to the keyways. Not every Crip is your Crip. That's what they say. Not everybody that's cripping is your Crip, So there's a lot of history between warfare between certain individuals and the Lokes, but that goes to every organization. You're going to have different circles. The Daw Moves is doing that shit too, where they have a lot of in-house beefs now, They have quite a few in-house beefs. And it's kind of crazy to think, because at one time you would think the organization, it would move all together, but when you got a powerhouse, and certain foods there's too many chiefs. We all hear this, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Foods are gonna bump heads eventually. There's gonna be foods that bump heads eventually, and there's gonna become static between alpha males, especially if both of them are riders and they think that they're pushing the right politics. They're going to be like, this is what's going on. And if you ain't with that, then, you know what I'm saying? We can take it to another level. And that's kind of the car aspect, when it comes to a lot of the lokes, a lot of the organization, bro. It definitely got separated at one time. Yeah, A-Tray Gangsta Crips out here in Denver are also their Westside too. Now, it was a genuine question. And like I was saying this, bro, is the only reason why somebody would actually think that is because of when the Eastside Gangsta Crips from Eastside, they started linking up with the A-Trays and they started actually pushing the line together. But A-Trays as a whole is all Westside. They're going to be all Westside. They're not going to be no Eastside branches. Now, I don't know the 4-Tray Avalons, the 4-Tray Gangstas. I think they do have some Eastside cliques. I think they do got some Eastside cliques in 4-Tray. But A-Tray as a whole, it's going to be straight Westside Crips, definitely. It's going to be definitely Westside. But I think the 4-Tray Gangstas and 4-Tray Avalons, I think they both have Eastside. They might have some Eastside cliques from their circle. I know 5-Tray, they're Westside too. 5-Tray is going to be all Westside. But then again, the Denver Metro, Montbello and Denver Metro, they have ties between the neighborhoods. So I think, to be honest, for a minute, there was some Trey, like youngsters from Trey messing with 5-Tray, Vonnie, Loke, and all them fools. I think some East Side fools were messing with it, but it was always the younger fools to actually start chilling with some of them older fools, chilling with some of them fools from Montbello. But in my day, back in the day, bro, you didn't really catch that. You know what I'm saying? It was East Side over everything. That's how they pushed it. East Side over everything, because we knew in the East Side, we were hated by everybody. If you were if you were from the East Side, you was hated by all the Denver Metro. You were hated by every sector. Aurora, you was hated by Cali fools. You was hated by Montbello fools. You was hated on the west side of Denver by the Mexican fools. So, the East Side just was hated. So a lot of times they didn't click with nobody, bro. They didn't really click. But then again, you had certain individuals, probably like there was some Raymonds that clicked with the old school East Side, but they lived over there. There was a couple individuals that lived in the East Side, and the Raymonds, I think they actually probably was over there with some of the East Side, like the old school Trays, But yeah, that's what's up, man. I hope everybody's blessed today. It was interesting too, because the first time I ever seen it, bro, you got to understand, man, when it comes to like California, keyways and the cars between the neighborhoods and the gangstas and even the Hoovers in the neighborhoods, you're not going to get them to move in any way, right? Never, bro. Those wars go deeper than some of the blood and Crip wars. Them wars right there, they go deeper than some of the blood and Crip wars. Like there's more bloodshed between them two Crip cars right there. They're the dominant. And the first time I seen them fools actually ride in a car together was at Bend County Correctional Facility, bro. And there was OG fools from A-Tray Gangsters and OG fools from 60s that had a car. They worked out together, bro. You would never, ever think that. You would never see that. You would never, ever. It was mind-blowing to see rolling 60s and A-Trays actually ride under one Crip flag, the revolution. And you know what happened when that happened? No lie. They became a dominant force on them compounds, and they caused ruckus on the compounds, bro, where they were beating fools up on a regular. They were beating fools up on a regular basis. They had a lot of aspect of power when they all came together, you know, and it was like it was honestly so crazy that even the Mexican homies like Chicky 30s, even Cali Park Crips from Pueblo, even the Mexican homies that were in Colorado Springs that were Crips, Eastside Denver Crips, bro. It got so powerful at one time when we were at Bend County, because you got to understand there was like 70 lokes on this side of the yard, 70 lokes on the west side, 70 lokes on the east side, that even with them fools, nobody was touching them fools, bro. And this was at a time when the Odies were riding with Sureños, and there was a word that the Odies said, no chickies on the yard. But when the chickies rode up to Bend County and how powerful the lokes had the yard, no Chickie 30 was getting touched, bro. It didn't matter if you were from Swansea Chickies. It didn't matter if you were from Chickie 30 Crip. It didn't matter if you were a Luniace Crip from Pueblo, Cali Park Crip from KPC from Pueblo. You rode the revolution, and nobody was getting touched. Even the couple white fools that were Crips on the yard, they didn't even get touched because how dominant it was when everybody came together, bro. Mostly 60s around. Yeah, they're a nationwide car, bro. 60s are gonna be everywhere. That's one of them Crip organizations, one of them Crip cars that's everywhere, you know. And you know, there was a lot of talk because when the Odies actually started riding with Sureños because of the 13, they put a whole word out that some yards, the chickies were not even allowed to be on the yard. Let's talk about it. Some yards, when OG Odie fools put that out there, that there was no chickies on some of the yards, no chickies on the yards, no Norteños and no aces on the yards. All three of them cars. A lot of times, bro, you would catch certain individuals break down, bro, and they were denouncing their hoods. They were riding with other cars to have protection. But when the homies came together and they were pushing that line, ain't nobody was seeing that shit, bro. It was coming to a point where there was like 4 or 5 Chickie 30s that hit the Bend County yard, and they started mixing up every fool that was from the other side. They mixed up the fool. My homie Little C-Loke, Johnny Torres, he gets into it with the LGB fool over some disrespect. And he mashed this fool, bro. Johnny Torres got hands. He mashed this fool. Boom, 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 boom. All in the South, blood everywhere. We heard from the other side of the facility, and we crept over there like 25 deep and just filed in the unit to see if fools was tripping. And they didn't want no smoke. Then the fool, Little Cack Up, he hears that one of his main enemigos was on the yard. He hears one of his main enemigos is on the yard. As soon as he heard that shit, he crept over there, and I was behind him. Like, if they try to rush the homie, I'm right there. And he pressed that fool, and that fool said, "Hey, I'm not with no shenanigans. Whatever came from the other yards, I am not tripping." So, like I said, bro, when they started pushing that wave, Oh, bro, there was nothing nobody could do about it. It didn't matter what car, bro. They put something together and they installed it, and they were installing them politics for sure. If you wasn't from the east side, you couldn't come to the east side. Hey, that's a true statement. That is no lie. At one time, you didn't slide over there. If you wasn't from there, you didn't know nobody. You better not end up in a treacherous aspect of the east side. You better not. If you didn't have no business over there, you better not slide over there. And I'm telling you, like in the 90s, and even like towards the 2000s, bro, they didn't even deliver pizza past 5 o'clock in the east side. You know, it was a treacherous avenue in Denver for sure. And it was a crazy time, bro. It was a crazy aspect. So that cracks off, right? That cracks off. And the east side and the west side, they started really pushing on that yard, Benton County Correctional Facility. And they started pushing that line, bro. And you seen every type of loc, right with that aspect. Hey. No, look, come on, Opie. Opie, come on. Come on, what are you doing? Come on, man. Stop. Yeah, bro, it was detrimental over there, man. In the 90s and early 2000s, I remember being in the projects for sure. And we couldn't even, like, cousins couldn't even bring people to the block that we lived on without people actually walking up on the car and being like, who you know over here, homie? What you doing over here? And if you were gang related, bro, you did not come over to parts of the east side. It was just like that. I grew up on 34th and Bruce Randolph. Yeah. Between Martin Medicine, the big house. Yup. Yeah, that was right there too. Right there, bro. Bruce Randolph, homie, 34. Oh, yeah. It was wild, homie. And a lot of them, and that's why, to be honest, even with that aspect, bro, that's why the Trey Fours, homie, that's why the Trey Fours had a lot of history with the Odies, because the Odies are kind of in that area down the block. So there, you know that place right there. That circumference of the east side right there. Oh, it was warfare, bro. That shit was turned up all the way. I remember Bruce Randolph, because I got family that live in Odieville. I got family that are Odies, bro. And they be on 37th and High, 37th and Race. And I remember back and forth when shit used to flare up in the summers, that area right there used to be a war zone, super war zone. And you really had to kind of, if you were off the porch and you were riding through the hood, you had to kind of stay, you had to kind of stay protected up, bro. If you had any gang ties, because that fools was tripping. This was a time, to be honest, in the east side, bro, fools used to ride on the bikes. They used to have from Downey Station all the way through the E, and youngsters used to be patrolling the neighborhood on the bikes, seeing who was coming through the hood. And if you weren't from somewhere that was not liked, you better stay in them boundaries, because them fools was on your head, bro. It was a crazy time for sure. Seb, I spotted that hat at a hat festival. Hey, thank you, my homie. Think I went to and I said, shit, Seb, shit. Hey, I used to have that hat, homie. I actually used to have that Bronco hat. And to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. My grandma that passed away, that finally seen the Broncos win, she bought me that hat, bro, and then she passed away. And I lost that hat, to be honest, bro. So that hat was definitely, it was in my history. Like I do hats. That's what I do. I got so many hats at my crib. That would be a good one in the collection, bro. So I appreciate that, homie. Mile high salute to that. That's old school. That's old school love right there. Yeah, my house got shot up. They tried to kill me, CMGs and all these up. It was they and that's why I say, man, like Bruce Randolph, and see, that's how that's how it goes, bro. The neighborhood was so close because you had Odie's and Odieville on this side, and then you had the east side and all the trays on this side of Bruce Randolph. And if it flared up, fools was tripping, bro. Like you only a couple streets separated the neighborhoods, and that's why it was so easy to warfare in the hood. And the summertime when it flared up, oh, it was like a war zone. If somebody got killed in the hood, you go a couple blocks down and you're in the enemy's territory, and everybody used to be tripping, bro. So yeah, it was wild over there, man. Hell yeah, I think everybody when you was younger, everybody patrolled because like I'm from 27 in Arapahoe. I'm from 27th in Arapahoe, and the projects, bro, the projects have so much patrolling in it and just so much shit going on. You had little youngsters in the projects. I come outside on 26 in Arapahoe, and my grandpa and all them own the store, and you would come outside, and at the corner you would see like 20 fools posted shooting dice. You would see fools at the corner store. You would see fools serving, and if you didn't have no heart in you, you were going to become a victim. You were going to become a victim of the hood right there, bro. The projects was treacherous. It's a sign. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Let's go. Big shout out to the homie Tommy. I appreciate that, man. Mile high salute. Is up for my grandpa. Damn. And prayers up for your grandma. Yeah, bro. She was my great grandma, my favorite grandma of all of them. And she finally got to watch the Broncos win that Super Bowl. She was the biggest Bronco fan, bro. And she finally got to watch the Broncos win that first Super Bowl. And that was like, she experienced the Broncos getting blown out of Super Bowls, but me and her experienced that together, homie. And, it was a good time. She finally got to experience that shit for real. I love to see history of tagging crews in Denver. Now, I have done some tagging crew videos. If you go back on my videos, so that's kind of the difference between the East and the West. What's crazy is, bro, a lot of Eastside, we didn't have tagging crews. Like the Eastside didn't really have a lot of tagging crews. You went to the Westside, tagging crews a lot, but them tagging crews, and that's crazy that you say that because them tagging crews, they were in warfare over tagging. Them fools was putting it down for tagging. But in the East Side, we didn't have tagging crews, bro. We had breakdancing, maybe breakdancing cliques, but there was not really taggers in the East Side. And then when you went to the West Side, you would see all the tagging. And don't get it twisted, them tagging crews, they will put a bullet in each other for tags. But I'll link you into a tagging crew video / tagging sets out here. I'll link you, bro. I'll tag you in my video that I did. Hell yeah, I jacked that homie weed. He said I jacked the weed. That's what's up. Including Cook Park, where the Black Hole Posse be at. They was cool with me. See, so Black Hole Posse was always a name, my homie Taylor. It was always a name, right? And I met some of like the rappers, but that kind of was before my time a little bit. And I know that they had some East Side fools in there for sure. But I didn't really run into like a lot of Black Hole Posse like members. So maybe one time we could sit down, bro, and I'll get a little bit of history. But I do remember their music. I remember the music definitely, bro. Said good game. Good morning. What's up, Big Robert? What's good with you? Mile high salute. What's poppin' with you, Rada? Hope you're doing good today. I live in my hometown, H-Town. I was raised in Denver, Colorado since 1976. You left in 96, bro. I don't know if you've been back and forth. Denver's changed so much, homie. You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm about to go make some money, but We gonna chop it over a glass of coffee. I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee, man. Who Al was the main rapper from Black Hole Posse. Okay. How many members did they have in Black Hole Posse? I think I seen some of their music, homie. They had one of that. They had a song that it really was like a popular song, bro. Denver Love, hitting that Denver Love, that Denver Love. I came home in 2012. Yeah, you would probably be like, dang, the East Side changed, homie, because they moved all kinds of like white folks over there. A lot of the history's been stripped out, regentified the neighborhood, homie. And it's kind of different over there, bro. Like to real fools that are born and raised, it's like a culture shock. I got out the penitentiary and I went to the hood, bro, and it was like, damn, they erased all of it. They erased all of our all of the history over there, man. It was for Black Hole Posse. Okay. Yeah, I remember a couple songs, bro. I did a reaction to Black Hole Posse, a couple Black Hole Posse songs. I did some reactions to them. Shaking my head. Yeah, homie. And what's sad about it is, bro, is that the people that live over there now, they don't even know the history that was over there in them blocks. They're like naive. They don't even know where they're at. They don't even know that there's history over there. We did a barbecue in Curtis Park 2 years ago. We did a barbecue in Curtis Park, bro, and it was a gang of my homies, my cousins, and we were barbecuing over there. And there was some youngsters that are not from Eastside Denver. They were like across the way tagging up the benches, you know. And me being an older fool that got love for the neighborhood, I walked up on them like, hey, homie, don't be tagging up that bench. Do you even know where you're at? You know how many people died over here, right here? And he's like, oh, I didn't even know this was any hood. I said, you don't even know where you're at and you're just tagging up some shit. Like, he's like, you want me to leave the neighborhood? I was like, hey, check it out. I'm telling you, don't be tagging up the property over here because you don't even know what you're doing. You're just tagging up some shit. And my little homies wanted to beat his ass, beat him up. I told the little homies, like, nah, just give him a pass. I said, hey, if you're going to be over here, respect the neighborhood. This is the East Side, bro. Right here, people died in this park. And you over here tagging up your tags, bro. Like, I don't appreciate that shit. But yeah, bro, like there's, you know, people don't even understand, like the neighborhoods have history and people are just doing rampant shit. The whole city has been gentrified. Yes, it's terrible, bro. Like, terrible, bro. It's sad, but we will always be drawn back to the hood. We will always be drawn back to the neighborhood, you know, like, but I didn't like that, homie. I didn't like that. Like, you're over here tagging up benches and you don't even know where you're tagging up. You don't know the historical aspect of this neighborhood, especially, you know? So I just had to let the youngsters know. I think they were from like San Diego or some shit. Curtis Park was the shit. And that's the park that I was always in, bro. Curtis Park, the swimming pool, Mestizo Park before it was Curtis, the Mestizo, you know. But yeah, it was good times over there, man. And all my real generals from the East Side, man. Salute to everybody. Salute to all the homies. Salute to everybody came and gone. Families that are, you know, no longer there. I got from both sides of the family, and like where you was at, Taylor. I got family all throughout where you were on that left side of Bruce Randolph, coming from the projects, and I got family all throughout them blocks over there, bro. And those are like, I have OD family members, and them fools, that's where they were all at. You go to the Golden Gate store over there, Dempsey and all them fools, Mark Garcia, Joe, you know what I'm saying? They would always be over there. And I would be over there, like I told in the story, I would go over there, crip down. And my relatives, man, they was over there deep. And then I got family all throughout the projects too. Project Arapahoe projects, Curtis Park projects. We used to pool hop. Hey, remember? Pool hop at nighttime. We gonna make us a cup of coffee, man. We gonna keep it litty. Give me some of that damn love. with some coffee. Oh, you know what? I think I got a cup already. Ready to brew. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Hell yeah. I used to hang out at the projects, including Fillmore. The Fillmore block. And you know all my original East Side homies, East Villages, bro. Remember the East Villas? Old school East Villages? We went from the projects to East Villages, man. The good old times in East Village. I have a DR doctor appointment. Yeah, we was over there, bro. It was some good times, man. The old school Easter baskets in the projects, they would deliver the Easter baskets to everybody. Let's go Nuggies. Big Shy, what's up with it, bro? Where you been, man? Where's the homie been? I see you over there gang banging Biden on me. I love you, bro, but we're gonna have to have a talk, Big Shy. You know what I'm saying? You over there gang banging Biden on me, bro. We're gonna have a talk about that, man. But regardless, man, let's go, man. Let's go Nuggets. You know, we got it's Titletown, USA, baby. Let's go, Titletown, the Nuggets. You see that, man? Avalanche, baby. Stanley Cup champions. You see that? Let's go, bro. I have some honeys over there. Hey, remember the ratchets, man? All them East Side, all the old school East Side females. That's old school, bro. East Side, cuz. Good old days, my homie Taylor. Good old days, man. I was just chilling. How do you like H-Town, bro? How do you like H-Town? How was H-Town over there, man? Y'all ain't doing it right unless you messing with that right there. Let's go all day, Broncos country. Broncos, hell yeah, represent on them fools out there, man. You see it. You see it, what you see it. Broncos all day, Broncos country. Ooh, that right there put hair on your chest. Give me some of that damn love. Bang, bang, Bronco gang. Bronco gang or don't bang. You know what it is, man. We got to get our act together, though, man. This year is a rebuild, but we headed for the top. Once we get our quarterback, Bo Nix, JJ McCartney. Once we get them dudes in, hey, Broncos country about to rise again. We about to be competitive again. I love it, but I miss Denver. My mom's still on the east side. Yeah, it always will be home. It's always going to be home, my homie. You know, no matter where you go, you always going to call it home. It's always going to be there. It's not a bad coordinate. So let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. You give the young rookie, whoever the Broncos draft, listen to me, people. Whoever the Broncos draft, quarterback wise, Sean Payne gonna have that boy on fire. So I'm not worried. I have 7 quarterbacks in mind that the Broncos can draft, and I see some of them falling, bro. So Sean Payton, let's go, man. Get your quarterback. Sean Payton. Let's do it, man. I always tell this story, bro. I went to Kansas City, Missouri. I was living out in Kansas City, Missouri, and I went to Indiana, and home will always be home, bro. You know, it's our home. It's where it's the Mecca. It's the Metro, Denver Metro, Box State business. And we will always remember it, homie. It'll never be something that's like we don't remember. It will always be there. You know, no matter what they do to the neighborhood, it will always be comfortable, bro, to go back over there and feel it. Like, yeah, we should draft QB from LSU. He dope. I did see some of his highlights, bro. He's a good one. The fool Bo Nix is a beast. JJ McCartney's a beast. There's this dude from South Carolina that's getting overlooked. I think his name is Riddle. It starts with an R. He's a beast. The dude from who's that? I think his name Mays, bro. He's a beast. There's like 7 quarterbacks because Caleb Williams is gonna go, but I think he's a bust. I think Caleb Williams is a bust, bro. I wouldn't even want to draft Caleb Williams. His attitude, he's gonna be toxic for fucking a locker room. You don't want that in your locker room. But there is quarterbacks that and having Sean Payton as your coach, he's going to be able to develop who he brings in. And I'm telling you right now, people don't know what Sean Payton's doing. He's kind of being quiet about what they're doing, but they're evaluating who they want to bring in, bro. They're evaluating them, you know. We got Cortland Sutton back. Let's go, man. That's our boy right there. All of them are dope, but I'm ready, man. I'm ready to see. Like, I haven't been this excited because of just the Broncos carousel and different things, bro. I want to see them really, really bring and build a foundation. For all my real Denver homies and all real Broncos country, I want to see them really build. That's why I didn't really mind them getting rid of Russell Wilson. I didn't really mind them. Now, Justin Simmons, he was a big aspect of the defense, but I didn't mind them freeing up money. I didn't mind them getting out Jerry Jeudy. I didn't really mind it because I know Sean Payton, he's looking for the future, and I know he wants to get a foundation that he can work with. And when you have that, and you got something people are reading into and they're really looking into it and know that Sean Payton has the best interest of Broncos country, you're gonna touch success with that shit. It's a formula for touching success. Rip the Band-Aid off. Rip that Band-Aid off, man. Now let's go. Bronco fans, man. Broncos country, y'all should be hella excited. Y'all should be excited, bro. You got actually a coach and you got some owners looking into what was the problem. The problem was trying to fit this bad juju year in, year out, year in, year out. The bad juju was trying to do the same thing over and over and over, trying to fit these players that are past due, trying to fit everybody else's quarterback into your system. That was the bad juju. Having bad juju across the roster. I don't care if you have talent. If you have a team full of people that feel like they're going to lose and don't have that energy to win the culture, you're not going to win a lot of games. And you got to get from under that. And we just talking about different things. We talking about, the neighborhood and a couple different things about, our A-Trade gangsters, Westside, our Eastside, answer some of them questions for some of the homies that asked. But yeah, it's been an aspect that, has to be talked about. The Broncos been quiet in free agency. We don't really, to be honest, homie, I think we have to develop new blood. We have to go into the draft and develop new blood. I don't care about free agents. I want to have a rebuild with all new development. Top to the Rada. What's up, Rod? What's good with you, man? Mall high salute. Am I excited about the sweep? Am I excited about the sweep from previous years? My homie Raider Drox, I'll tell you like this, brother. My whole life, I've been watching the Raiders get crashed out, man. I'm over here just chilling. Just got out the gym, about to go make some money. Big shout out to everybody. Top of the morning to everybody. We just was discussing a little bit about. Somebody asked me in my comment section, right, if the A-Trade gangsters was the East Side out here. And I think they get it like confused because East Side, some of the East Side riders and them fools had relations and they started building their little car. But A-Trade gangsters definitely is not from the East Side. They're from Westside. They're gonna push the Westside line, moving gangster. And what was interesting, you know, when it was asked, and I remember when it actually was being formed. I remember when it was being formed in 2000. It was 2009, 2008. I remember when the individuals, a certain handful of East Side riders and a certain handful of A-Trade gangsters all said, let's click up. And it was not the whole East Side, because technically back in the day, the East Side never really did any business outside the East Side, besides maybe some Raymonds. But the East Side didn't really do business with gangsters and neighborhoods. So that would never be the case, you know? So I had to kind of clarify that. And that's what it is, man. But I hope everybody's blessed. I hope everybody having a good day. I'm just over here about to go make some money off the Uber eating. Got to go get some bread, a little bit of change. Man, we good though, man. We got the nuggets going on. We got a lot of the older A-Trays are from the East Side. And that's what I was saying too. You had a lot of some A-Trays that lived in the East Side. They were in that area, that aspect. But I can't think of a time when it was like, hey, homie, we're gonna ride as a big ass car. We're gonna have a gang, you know, of A-Trays and a gang of trays, and you know, it was never an aspect like that. Like I could remember when it was like certain handfuls like, hey, bro, I'm gonna ride with these fools because we have relations. And they started pushing that aspect. Definitely. Lil C, original A-Trade gangster. And I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Some of them fools were so, you know, the ones that I came across and knew, they were some real life riders, bro. They was really pushing the line. They were really activated, you know. To be honest, a lot of times they were pushing the line more than a lot of the Cali fools I know from not from A-Trade, but cars. Like they were like really more activated, definitely, bro. They was putting in a lot of work. And they had a couple indictments. A couple of them fools got taken off the streets, but you know, they were over there putting in major work for that shit. But I remember when they did install that, and they were pushing that line in Benton County, because Benton County Correctional Facility, 2008, 2009, that's when they started installing that shit. And I can remember the first time I heard somebody say, when the East meets West, I said, damn, what is this all about? And like I was telling the story, bro, nobody could really, and I have to give them flowers. Nobody on the yard could actually see it. Like nobody from any other car, it didn't matter what car, them fools, they honestly had the power of the yard when they put that together. A lot of fools, maybe because of fear and different things, but they were really pushing that line, homie. And I'm not talking about just inside the crip politics. I'm talking about the whole yard. These fools had people like, oh, them fools put something together crazy. And it became a power trip. It became like real dominant, you know? I got majority love for some of the A-Trays. I grew up with them. Yeah. They had some bona fide riders, man, definitely. When I got out, when I had got out, like after I got the penitentiary, I started hearing like fools pick up the lingo of that, and I said, okay, they're really trying to push that program. They're pushing that line for, you know, the East meets West, man. They were pushing that line all the way. Shout out to the homies. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm sipping a cup of coffee, about to go get some bread, but I just thought I would clear that up for the homie because somebody had asked me if they were East Side, if the A trays were East Side out here. And I think honestly, like I was saying, I think some of the four tray gangsters, I think them fools they push the East Side. I think them fools have some East Side cliques. They're East Side. And I don't think the five trays, I think them fools are West Side too. But they were definitely linked up, all them trays. And I think honestly too, wasn't maybe some Trey fives was out here too, Trey 5.7s. I think they had like a spot in the East Side too. I think they try to come to the East Side, Trey 5.7. But I remember them fools bombing up a building one time. I was like, okay, they might have a presence, but I didn't really see them all throughout the East Side. Yeah, but Mile High salute, man. Mile High salute to everybody. I just thought I would tap in. I got to get back to the house to get on my laptop where I could upload a couple videos. So I've been doing a little bit more lives because this is all I really got. We got some stuff tonight. Tonight, me and Rye, the homie Dumb and Dodging, definitely subscribe. Come check us out tonight. It's Wednesday. We got that Wednesday show tonight. I'm gonna hit you right as soon as I get off this live. Hit you up, see what the schedule is. We're gonna get to it. But Mall High salute. All right, fellas. I'm gonna tap out. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Oh, it's only Tuesday? Are you sure it's only Tuesday? Damn, homie, where? See, I'm house sitting right now. Wow, 2 days. I thought it was Wednesday already, bro. Where's my mind at? Maybe this coffee got me turned up. I guess I did too strong of coffee, bro, and I think I'm already ahead of myself, man. So I've been house sitting, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I thought it was Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday already because I'm not in my normal schedule. Dang, what up, Savage? What's going on with you, man? I thought it was damn. It's only Tuesday. This is like my second cup right here. I'm zooted too. And I just got done doing a gym routine. So don't pay attention to me. Don't even trip. Fix me a cup. Where you at, Rada? I'm headed out your way. Let's go. Where you at? I'm about to go meet up with you. I'm gonna tap in with you, man. Hey, when I get off this live, we'll see where you at. We might tap in. We might just have to do a live show wherever we're at. I got all the selection of coffee too, bro. I got every different flavor. We got all kinds of flavors over here. They stay up on their coffee game. And if we really turn it up, look at this. Y'all want to really turn up? Y'all really want to turn up? We're gonna pull out the whole bottle. Is that where you working at right now? 6 and Sheridan, I'm down the block from over there, man. I'm about to pull up. Oh, what is this? Look at that, man. Straight tequila, homie. Oh, lung killer. Nah, I'm not gonna crack that. That's the homie's bottle. Yeah, I'm right down the street from 6th and Garrison, bro. I might have to go link up with you for a quick second before you leave this side of town. Fix me a cup. Hit you as soon as I get that way. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I gotta go that way anyways, because that's where the homie said go check out this job at this place. So I'm gonna go try to see what they're doing. I'm gonna try to go see what they're doing definitely, and try to maybe get some work over there. So I'm in traffic all day. I'm in traffic all day. Yep. But you know what it is, man. I'm gonna tap out. Mile high salute to all you guys. Mile high salute to the chat. Mile high salute to all the riders. To the next one, I'm gonna get at y'all, man. You know the logo. Look at that. Chipped on chip. I'm gonna get at you. Hey, Tommy, too. I'm gonna hit you on I'm gonna hit you with a DM, bro, and before we could discuss that. Definitely, bro. Mile high salute to everybody. To the next one. Let's go.